Good afternoon, brothers. JK, your brother in this struggle, running some errands. And today I'm going to talk about how you can normalize staying off pornography and masturbation in 2020. This means making it a normal part of your life. For many of you guys, 2021 has been a year where pornography in your life has been a normal thing, where relapses and slips have been the norm. Well, we're going to be changing that. I'm going to show you how to normalize it, and I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to maintain that. So the first thing I want to say is that whenever you're doing well in your reboots and you notice that you're no longer using pornography to medicate certain emotions, stress, unresolved issues in your life, and you find that you're doing healthy things, you're using healthy coping strategies to manage these aspects of your life, when you are taking care of your environment online and offline, you've got a good filter, you're hanging out with the right people, you've got a great routine, you have amazing self-care, you're taking care of your diet, exercising, right relationships, having a great schedule, going up, going to bed, before bed, waking up in the morning, and so on and so forth. When all of that is going well, you want to approach it with the mindset of course. And by of course, I mean literally of course energy, as opposed to, oh my God, I can't believe that things are going so well. I don't understand why this is happening. Like, holy shit, I hope I don't lose it. I hope I don't lose it. Because the moment you start treating staying off pornography and masturbation and having a healthy, balanced, happy lifestyle, the moment you treat it like a big deal, that energy which you create is literally repellent to all the wins that you've had. So you're going to end up losing it. It's just like somebody who thinks that making a certain amount of money a year or dating a certain type of woman is a big deal. When you get on the date with that woman, or when you make that money, you're going to do something to sabotage it. You're going to fuck the date up. You're going to be too invested in her. You're going to show that you're too needy and you really want this to work out. And that's the kind of behavior from your texts and everything with her that becomes very repellent. So the mindset and the energy that you want to put forth is that of course, like, this is just the way my life is supposed to be. Right? Even though it's been years since you were ever at this point, years since you had spent this much time off pornography and you'd felt this great and you'd managed your behavior in such a healthy way, of course, energy. This is the way that it should be. So how do you do that? Well, here are a couple of ways to build up that of course energy and let go of that this is a big deal energy. One of those ways is gratitude every single day for what you've accomplished. Which means that whenever you realize in the morning, you're doing your morning routine and you're just like, wow, like since I've been in this program or since I've started implementing things in my life, things are getting better. So I'm so grateful that I made the decision to reboot. I'm so grateful that I'm taking care of myself and I'm doing whatever specific things you're doing from the system. I'm really grateful that I'm doing it. Gratitude is the thing that normalizes it. It's one of those things. The second thing is the community you're around. You have to surround yourself with people who also have that of course energy. You have to surround yourself with people who are like, yeah, dude, I don't watch pornography. Man, I don't even have time for it. I think it's super weird, right? And ideally, these people should be doing well in the other areas of their reboot capital. So they should be having great relationships. They should be doing well in their finances. They should be fit. They should have the right self-care, and so on and so forth. So this is the way that you want to live. Like for me personally, I was off at a friend's birthday, and this is when I and my friends catch up, and everyone was just doing well. Everyone had sexual discipline. Everyone was just disciplined. Like, we were out in Vegas for a couple of days, but we still woke up early in the morning. Everybody still went to the gym. We didn't eat at the buffet or any of that stuff. Nobody that smokes, nobody that does any sort of drugs. It was just great people to be around, right? They were doing well. They were investing. I learned so many things from them. It was just a healthy, wholesome group of people to be around. And again, I was just like, all right, cool. It's good that I'm hanging out with people like this because it normalizes. Of course, this is the life I live. I have nothing in my life that is drawing away from that energy. I'm not hanging out with my friends and going like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm hanging out with a guy who is, his net worth is like $50 million. I'm not doing that because of course, this is just the way it is. And the final thing is having a very, very clear plan on how you're going to accomplish your goals. If you don't have a plan, then you don't have anything that you can anchor that of course energy to. So things keep being a big deal because you don't know how they happen. But when you have a plan, when you have a system, you're like, okay, this is how I'm going to work on my boundaries. This is how I'm going to work on my urges. This is how I'm going to work on my relationship. This is how I'm going to work on my time management. This is how I'm going to work with dealing with stress. This is how I'm going to work on my self-care. This is how I'm going to work on my fitness, my spirituality, and so on and so forth. You're like, of course, there is a plan. It makes sense. It's not some arbitrary thing that is out of my control. So gentlemen, I'm sharing this video everywhere. Those of you who are not a part of our program, I'd like to know what you've learned from this, because one of the issues that I had was that when I didn't have a system, I was floating out there. So every time that I got to a point in my reboot that things were going well, I always freaked out and sabotaged it. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe I want to hold on to this so much. Then I would go like a year without pornography, and then I'd relapse and I just didn't know how to do it again because I never built up that of course energy part of it, right? So I'm curious what your thoughts are about that. I want everybody, those of you who are not in our program, to go into 2022, knowing exactly how to normalize not having pornography in their life. I'm JK, your brother in the struggle. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll speak to you later on in the week. Bye. Whenever you're ready, here are 4 ways that Porn Reboot can help you out for free. The first way is to subscribe to our channel and make sure you click on the notification bell to get a new video every other day. The second way is to get a copy of the free book, Confessions of a Porn Addict, 7 Secrets of Porn-Free Men. You'll learn about my personal struggle and the lessons I've learned over a decade, as well as strategies for putting together your porn reboot plan and ending your compulsive behavior with pornography or masturbation. So click on the link in the description below this video. The third way is if you're not sure where to start, but you'd like to learn more about my team and I, if you'd like to spend time with like-minded professionals, entrepreneurs, business owners, guys who work in sales, consulting, or high-level jobs, men who are controlling their behavior, then join our free and confidential group, the Porn Reboot group on Facebook. There's also a link to join in the description below this video. And finally, if you need help right now because you have a burning issue, your behavior with pornography is hurting you mentally, you're about to lose your relationship, you want to live up to your potential, you want to be an authentic man and free yourself from shame, guilt, and underachieving, click on the link in the description below this video that says free coaching call, or visit elevatedrecovery.org and click on the link which says book a call.